what we do here is go back.
So it's RC390's birthday, and I thought, why not just make a dedicated 1-year ownership video about it. What I think about it, my personal views. Not like I'm a pro or something like that, but just my personal views, what I think about it, how it has, you know, treated me, the ifs, the buts, the negatives, the positives, everything according to me. Not, I mean, a lot of people must have had different opinions, different experiences with the bike, but I'll tell you mine. पहले ट्रैफिक जाम से निकालो यार, गंदा हमेशा गंदा मचाता है, पंखा चल गया. So far so good, so far so awesome. Had an amazing experience with this bike, and there are some things that I like, there are some things that I don't. Specifically, if you're looking for the RC390 to be a first learner bike, I would not recommend you to do so, because this thing has got a lot of power. The engine has a lot of power, and the bike just basically reaches 100, 130, 140. Ask any professional person who's ridden a really powerful motorcycle. You don't actually realize the speed until and unless, I mean, if you're going at 200 kilometers an hour, you won't realize that you're going at 200 kilometers an hour until and unless you apply the brakes. When you apply the brakes, then you suddenly realize that the point where you expected the bike to stop, that's not the point where it will now. And you know, that's the time when you panic and you either apply the brakes too hard, you either jam the front or the rear tire. I know this has ABS, but still, basically you don't apply the correct amount of brakes, which obviously leads to a lot of bad things. That josh
हम भी हैं जोश में.
That josh factor is always too damn high on this bike, so I wouldn't recommend this as a learner bike. Apart from that, I mean, this bike is perfect. It's got great looks, it's got alienating eyes, it's got you know, that chick factor, it's got the new looks, it's got orange wheels. Who wouldn't love that? This bike has got everything besides comfort. Hayabusa without a helmet. हम यहाँ बैठे हैं ना, गियर वेयर पहना हुआ है 390 सीसी में. Let's not just get into the road rage mode. Also, I made this video for basically to clear out a lot of doubts that people might be having, and I'm calculating these doubts on basis of what usually people ask me about the bike. The first question that they ask me is that can I use this bike for, I mean, how long can I ride on this bike, and does it hurt? I mean, the main thing is comfort. If you're buying an RC390, you cannot look for comfort in this bike, because first of all, it's a super sport motorcycle, and if you know what super sport is, it's like it's basically a fully fed motorcycle with a really aggressive position, usually made for fast rides, and by that I mean track rides and stuff like that. So first of all, it's a super sport motorcycle. It's not really made for touring, and it's made for short rides. Some bikes can be used for touring, for example a Ninja 300 or a R3, because they're also in the same category, but they have really upright position, much better than this in touring department, by the way. So you cannot really use this bike in touring. Many people have obviously used it, and even I have been to a couple of places when I initially bought this just to test it out. And I mean, people have been to Leh Ladakh, for Christ's sake. I mean, those guys are nuts. Bangalore to Leh Ladakh, oh my god, that is too damn much. Out of syllabus, bro. There is no zebra, there is no zebra. Like I said, it's not made for touring, it's not made for comfort, but it is definitely made for occasional morning rides. It's definitely made for track. This is the best bike you can get on the for the track. Best value for money. It's not morning rides, tracks. Yeah. Second question that I usually get about this bike is the issues that it was actually having initially. There were a lot of reports about KTM having this issue, that issue, shitty quality, stuff like that. Frankly speaking, some bikes have those issues, some bikes don't. If you're lucky, you're gonna have a bike perfect as mine, because frankly, I'm not lying at all, I haven't had zero issues with this motorcycle regarding considering what people mostly have had. Radiator problem, considering the cooling problem. A lot of people have had their radiator fans replaced, radiator fans fixed because they stopped working, and by that I also include a very famous motovlogger. 90% of you might be knowing him, Augie F. Even he had the fan problem. A lot of people had that fan problem, but frankly I never had this. I never had a stalling problem ever. My bike never stalled because of heat, ever. And a lot of people had that problem too. Besides that, a coolant problem, a lot of problems people had, but a lot of them also didn't have any. So it's like, if you're lucky, you get the best bike available. And besides that, can't be really sure about it, but a lot of these problems were encountered only in early stages when 390 was launched. As we moved on, there were really less complaints to be heard of. So I think these guys have resolved a lot of issues, and besides that, the 2016 model looks really promising. The next thing is maintenance. It's just been 1 year with the KTM, and I've been just like 2 or 3 times to the service station. Those guys are much more helpful than the Yamaha people. I'm not kidding. Those guys are much more helpful. Go Mata! Authorized road, oh teri. I'm talking about KTM Kirtinagar because I've been going to that service station only. Though the service booklet sucks and it says that you should get your engine oil replaced after 7,000 kilometers, which is utter bullshit. Are you kidding me? I get it replaced after every 3,000, 3,200, 2,000 in case I hit the tracks. But those guys have written in the service manual about 7,000 kilometer interval gap, which is utter bullshit, dude. Don't. All the existing RC390 customers, I highly recommend you at least get your engine oil replaced after every 3,000 kilometers. If not the coolant and the other stuff, but at least your engine oil, because your bike needs it, man. I'm not just boasting this by reading the comments and just visiting the forums. I saw the oil filter by myself. I just cut the oil filter with a knife and I spread it across, and there were small tiny shiny iron particles on that, and there were so many iron particles, and the slug, there was a lot of slug on, I don't know if that is actually called that, but there was a lot of that, gilgila part. Frankly, I don't think my engine will actually last for really long if I would have followed that. So yeah, getting engine oil replaced really soon. Good. So these 3 are the basic points that I usually get questioned about. And besides that, RC390, one more thing that I'd like to mention: this bike vibrates a lot, a freaking lot. It's like a lot. And you gotta check your bolts and all the small little things. Even that is tested. This is nothing forum based or anything like that, but this is all tested. And if you guys would actually like to add some points, do use the comment section below. If you actually want a detailed review about it, I've also written that on the site that I work for, motorbeam.com. I'll include the link down below. That is a full detailed ownership review of my motorcycle. I speak all of this completely based on my experiences. A lot of city rides, I mean about 5,000 6,000 kilometers in city, and about 6 or 7 track days with lots and lots of hours. Rajni Academy of Competitive Racing, a really good score by the way. So I mean, yeah, I've had a really good time with this bike. This is one of a kind. So yeah, that's about it. And if you like the review, it's not really a review kind, but if you really like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, please, please, please. And you see that vibration? I'll show you. Look at that. That's the amount of vibration that it. And this is like fully tight. I mean, this won't move. This is the amount of vibration this bike has. I'm sure it must have dropped 2 or 3 bolts by now. If you did like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post new videos every week. Well, 2 videos every week now. So yeah, bye bye. See you. Bye. अरे आंटी
क्या साइज साइज